Hi everyone, welcome to Honey Drops Tarot. This is a general reading for the sign of Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. Aquarius, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for all of your likes, shares, and subscribes. I truly appreciate it. Just a quick note, please do not fall for any scammers. I will never reach out to solicit for a private reading. I do offer private readings, and if you're interested in signing up for one of those or in making a donation, you can find that information in my Buy Me a Coffee link, my official Instagram and TikTok, all listed in the About section of my YouTube page. And I thank you so much in advance. Aquarius, I hope that you're doing well. I'm going to be using 3 decks for your reading today. The first one is the Elemental Oracle for the overall energy. Your tarot reading will be with the Light Seers Tarot, and by the same author. I'm going to be pulling a card at the end from the Sacred Creators Oracle deck. The cards have been pre-shuffled. This is for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. Angels, spirits, guides, what messages do you have? Thank you. For Aquarius. Interesting. Number 38, which reduces to an 11, the Justice card. In the Major Arcana, Libra energy. Justice card talks about karma, karmic balance, karmic justice, court cases, legal matters, contracts, negotiations, settlements. And the words are mystery, dark matter. I don't know that I've ever pulled this card. I often say that. I'm like, I don't know if I've ever seen this card. I mean, maybe I have, like maybe once. Mystery, dark matter. It's amazing. I was out earlier today. I had to clear my head in a major way, and I couldn't help but notice, and maybe because it's the time of year, and I happened to be walking through a park, I couldn't help but notice all of the small, white, fluttering butterflies. I think they're butterflies. I don't think they're moths. I think they're butterflies that were almost following me down the street. Different ones. I must have seen at least 12 different white butterflies just kind of weaving in and out of the flowers, weaving in and out of my path, and I knew Spirit was speaking. And I feel like there's something to that. And I knew it was going to be relevant for somebody's reading today. Like I was like, they're too many, and it's abnormal for me to see that many, so I knew there was going to be some relevance to it. It's like the butterflies could be communicating with you, reminding you of passed away loved ones, ancestors, spirit guides. They could be a sign for you, like if you asked Spirit for a sign and you wanted to see a specific colored butterfly, right? Because the ones in this picture are all with color. So you could have asked for that as a very specific symbol. Or it's the idea of asking for the symbol or the sign, the synchronicity. Like maybe you've needed some guidance and you said, you know, Spirit, can you send me XYZ? And you see that thing. Take it as it resonates, but it's almost as if, you can see here, she's got one of the blue butterflies over her mouth. So there is some secrecy, I want to say, or something that is not clear. The portal has opened. The possibilities are emerging and coming through that portal. But what does the portal have to tell you, have to teach you? What is there to learn? Dark matter, the concept of dark matter in astronomy, it's this matter that like kind of binds everything together. It's what is holding kind of everything in its relative place. Obviously, you can't see it, but I think they are able to detect it. So there's something in your life that you can't see, but you can feel on this intuitive, inner knowing, perhaps claircognizant level. You know that it's there. You know something is there, but it may not have been revealed to you at this time, but you can feel it. You can sense something there, sense something coming. And it doesn't have to be ominous, but it is big. It is making a splash of an impact. I think that it has to do with like soul contracts, because of the Justice card. I feel as though there's you and another person like trying to express to one another, trying to talk to one another, but there's still something to be revealed, to be uncovered. But you can sense it. I'm going to get 3 cards for the base spread, 3 cards for clarifier, past, present, future. At the end, I will pull a card of advice from Spirit, as well as a Sacred Creators Oracle card. Okay, one more. Thank you, Spirit. Okay. Yeah. Okay, Spirit confirms literally what I just said to you with their final card, so we'll get to it at the end. In the past energy, 6 of Wands in the reverse. You can see here this character is kind of taking their bow, or like maybe coming out on the stage to these adoring fans, the adoring audience. Look at me, here I am. 6 of Wands is typically a card of accolades, awards, promotion, public recognition, fame, fortune, being in the spotlight. It's usually what one might consider a positive card, the attention all on you, but the card is in reverse. So there could be something here that in the past energy really felt like a letdown or a disappointment. I don't feel a huge loss per se, but there was something here perhaps that you were looking forward to that now seems like it's not within reach at the moment. It's not, maybe it was like a Spirit just said, thank you, Spirit. They just said the words slam dunk. Slam dunk. You may play basketball. Basketball might be important, but it's like you thought it was a slam dunk, like it was a foregone conclusion. Sorry, I just felt like the camera was tilting. You felt like it was a foregone conclusion. Of course I'm going to get this. Of course I'm going to do this. Of course I'm going to achieve this. Of course I'm going to end up with this person, right? Which is a little bit of a bigger thing. And it didn't quite happen, right? And I see here with the Queen of Cups clarifying the 6 of Wands in reverse. I hear Mariah Carey. I often hear Mariah Carey. I don't know why. I'd give my all to have just one more night with you. I can't hear the rest of the lyrics right now, and I think it's called My All, but I don't remember what the song is called. But I'd give my all to have just one more night with you. I'd give my life to feel. I can't hear the rest of it. Spirit won't give it to me. But it's Queen of Cups, Cancer energy. The Cups suit, and Wands is fire. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. The Cups is Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, but with a heavy leaning of Cancer. Queen of Cups is this sense of being really generous, being really giving with your emotions, with your time, with your heart chakra, your heart space, your heart energy. Understanding, loving, attentive. So I feel and it doesn't have to be towards a person, it can be towards like an endeavor of some kind, but I feel as though there's a sense that you gave your all and you didn't quite have the victory that you were hoping for in the past. Can I have a clarifier, please, for the past energy? Yeah. Okay, these are clarifying cards. 2 major arcana popped out. It kind of suggests to me there's something divinely guided happening here. The Hermit card in the reverse. Thank you, Spirit. They're confirming that. The Hermit card, number 9 of the major arcana, Virgo energy in reverse. You can see here they've kind of this character that has gone up the mountainside to kind of have a deep contemplation of things. And then number 19, the Sun card. You're the only air sign that got the Sun card in the upright. Major arcana, Leo energy, representing abundance in all of its forms. The Sun is arguably the best, if there is a best, but it's the best card in the deck because it's just, you know, I want to show you like all of these kind of outstretched arms and hands. This kind of, it feels like surrender energy. Whenever I say the word surrender, I'm instantly hear the song by U2, the band U2, Bono singing Surrender, Dislocate, from the song Bad. The song is called Bad. It's an amazing song. If you tear yourself into again, if I could, you know I would. If I could, I would. Let it go. Surrender. Asking Spirit why that song is relevant. It's so beautiful. I highly recommend a listen. Let's look at the cards though, because I'm not quite bringing it in at the moment. The Hermit card talks about this time in our lives, and we go through many hermit phases when we retreat unto ourselves. Like we take a step away from society, our friendship groups, sometimes even our families, because we're going through some deep healing, dark night of the soul processes, spiritual process of kind of dismantling the ego and finding ourselves again. It's a rebirth process. And it's where we up-level, we spiritually ascend. And the Hermit card is in reverse. It's like stepping out of that energy of isolation to kind of rejoin not only society, but just like rejoin the world, revitalized, new, back better than ever. It's like I hear Bono singing surrender, surrender, surrender to spirit, surrender to the glory of the universe, of nature, of your own beautiful life. Right? There's surrender here too. So to clarify this energy in the past where something didn't quite work out the way you thought it would, it's because there was something so much better in store that you couldn't see. You weren't privy to it. It was the mystery here that had yet to be revealed. It's spirit saying trust. Give your worries to me. Trust that I have your back. Trust that all of this beautiful heart and love that you are showing the world will be returned to you. And that trust is difficult for you though, because in the present energy, I see the 9 of Swords. Lots and lots and lots and lots of worry. The Swords is your suit, the air element, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. Imagine the crows in these cards as all of the burdensome thoughts, not always burdensome, but especially in this card, they are burdensome. They preoccupy your mind. They don't allow you to rest peacefully and in silence and in quietude. and there's so much worry here. That's what the Nine of Swords, they call that the nightmare card. Now you might not be having literal nightmares, but there's something on your mind that is just still perplexing you, and it's almost like there's just all this activity, right? There's all this activity. You are getting messages, but what are you supposed to do with them? It's like sometimes I get images, symbols, messages from spirit, like just for my own life, and I have no idea what they mean. Like, I don't know what they mean. That's why a lot of tarot readers, they cannot read for themselves. Like, I can read for you, no problem. It just makes sense. The words flow. Spirit gives it to me. When I pull cards for myself, I'm like, I'm confused. I don't know what's happening. So there's just this sense that, like, Spirit's giving you a lot of information, and you're just trying to discern what is important, what should I prioritize, what is not for me to understand right now. And it could be causing you a lot of, or not a lot, but like a little bit of an identity crisis, because I see another major arcana represented by Leo energy, number 8, the Strength card. You can see here kind of half woman, half lion. The lion and the lamb, which the lion and the lamb, I believe, is a biblical reference, but it also reminds me of Twilight, which is terrible, but wonderful at the same time. This could also have to do with the twin flame connection. That's just for maybe one person. Because Bella and Edward are twin flames, in case you didn't know. But anyway, the Strength card talks about a mastery of the ego, a mastery of the beast within, our fear factor, the things that keep us held and stationary and stuck in our old ways, in our old habits, in our fears, our tribulations, and like unable to move. But when we have the Strength card, as you do in the upright, it's like you're conquering your fears. They're there, but it's like you found this way to keep them at bay. Keep them at bay. Can I have a clarifier for the Nine of Swords? What are all these fears? What are they about? Page of Swords. Something that you've learned, some new piece of information that is perplexing to you, that changes your world. It's like it changes your worldview, it changes your opinion of or assessment of another person. There's a lot of disappointing things that have happened in the world that can truly make us cynical, nearly disgusted. That's what I experience anyway, with how things are going. And that could have just really, truly kept you up at night. And I wouldn't blame you, right? But there's gotta be, now I hear Mariah Carey again, there's got to be a way. That's from her first album. I think that song is There's Gotta Be a Way. That is one of the rare songs in her catalog where she's talking about kind of social causes. Like the lyrics of that song, there's got to be a way to connect this world today, come together to relieve the pain. There's got to be a way to connect this human race. Come together. I don't remember what the rest of the words are. To bring on a plan. And maybe then the future will be a time without war, destitution, and sorrow. And hungry children won't have to die. And together we can fight to save tomorrow. That is Mariah Carey, her first album, amazing. It kind of almost brings a tear in my eye because I hear her voice in my head. I hear the music. I'm not going to sing it for you because I don't have her voice, but like I hear the music. She sings with such power, earnestness. Like, can we just, you know, can we just like stop all of this chaos, right? That was 1990. So that song is coming into my head, like just the inner chaos though. Can we just keep it at bay? There's gonna be these things in the world that dismantle us, and yet can we find a way to rally? And this card is all about the personal rally. In the future potential, I mean, I think you do find your personal rally. I think you do step back onto your path, your life path, the tree of life, with the Ten of Pentacles. Ten of Pentacles is the whole kit and caboodle. It's the whole package of stability, financial stability, friendship, family, community coming together. It's in a way, Aquarius, I just feel like it's like your biggest hope. It's like why you do what you do. Like, and I'm not saying you're going out there and volunteering your time and working for I mean, maybe you are, and that would be beautiful, but maybe you're doing it like in your own corner of the world. You're really trying to bring stability and peace and camaraderie coming together in the future potential. It's really beautiful. It's part of your destined path. Spirit is showing me. Knight of Cups in reverse though. Not everybody shares that sentiment. Knight of Cups in the upright is somebody who makes a beautiful and authentic gesture of love, friendship. Not everybody has that path. Not everybody shares the same path that you do, of course, right? I'm going to ask why this is coming up, because I don't feel like that knight is your energy. It's somebody else. King of Swords. King of Swords, Gemini energy, or Aquarius, but it feels like this expertise. Like the King of Swords is an expert, a leader, a teacher, a very learned person, looking at the world with very clear and very rational eyes. And it's almost as if to say, you see someone or something for who and what they are. You see it very clearly. You also see how it doesn't fit into this grand design. And I have a feeling you're letting it go. You're smarter than they are, that's for sure. To end the reading with advice from Spirit, Four of Cups. This can be a card of apathy and complacency and just, you know, I've worked so hard to fill 3 cups and that's all I have to show for it. Unable to see Spirit's hand here with the 4th cup, Cup of Love, the Ace of Cups. The possibilities, right? I feel as though as we get towards the middle end of your reading here, there could be some tendency to give up on the discovery, the mystery, like trying to uncover it. It might be too frustrating. It might be discouraging. Thank you, Spirit. I was like, there's a better word, discouraging. But Spirit is saying, don't let it discourage you. Open your eyes, open your heart. Okay, you created 3 full cups. Fantastic. We're going to create another one together. So I'm going to get a card from the Sacred Creators to close out the reading. One card for Aquarius, please. Number 22, which is a master number. The words are raw intention. Which is really crazy because I see a backwards image when I film. And of course, what does raw spell backwards but war? And thank you, Spirit. That is so crazy because of the Mariah Carey song that I just quoted, right? Can we live in a world without war, destitution, and sorrow? And it's a flip of a mindset, right? Are we going to see raw intention, pure intention? Are we going to see the intention of war, of strife, of struggle, of conflict? It starts with us. It always starts with the self. And I think that that is something that you are grappling with at this time. And Spirit says, keep going. That number 22, master number, keep going. Keep asking these questions. Keep kind of trying to unravel the mystery. It's worth the journey. This is why you're here. So that's your reading, Aquarius. I hope that it resonated. If it did, please like, share, subscribe, comment down below. Please hit the bell notification to be updated as to when I post new readings. Thank you, Aquarius.